Okay, it's a quick test shot. Engine speed, Vauxhall Zafira. Over to the left hand side, 2300, back to 1300 RPM, climbing back to 3100, settling down 1300 RPM. That's engine speed. Battery voltage, we don't need these scales. Keep going. Coolant temperature is what you're looking at now. Okay, car idle, cold. Coolant temperature rising all the way up to show a hot engine. No problems there. Voltage at the sensor, I'm led to believe that's correct operation. Voltage drops as temperature rises. Air intake temperature, I'm a bit confused. About 10 seconds in, I've got no temperature, as you can see, all the way along the bottom of the scale, right out to about 4 minutes into the test. Then I've got a short register of air temperature, drops again, and then climb, air temperature drops again, then no temperature again. This is 5 minutes. That's air temperature. Air intake temperature sensor voltage, that's my voltage readings. Not quite sure on that one. Airflow, again, vehicle just being started, it's measuring airflow. Airflow is being measured all the way along, as you can see from the scale. Airflow sensor, millivolts, voltage readings on the airflow sensor. Fuel tank, I'll just quickly go through some of these because we don't need them. That is a picture of the oxygen sensor before the CAT in millivolts. As you can see, we start the car up, got a few raised readings, 750 millivolts up to 880, then drops right down to 150, 150 millivolts. We're still running at an average of 50 millivolts. At this point here, about 2 minutes in, we raise right up to 800 millivolts, drop back down, and we run continuously all the way along at about 50 millivolts. That's before the CAT. After the CAT, we start at just above 400 millivolts till about 2 minutes in, and as you can see, we drop all the way down to a low point of 60 millivolts and run till the end of the 5-minute session. Idle speed, as you can see, we started, I was running at 1300 RPM and then just slowly let the revs drop off. Injection pulse, milliseconds. Obviously I've got inject, 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 no injection, I'm assuming. This is when the car was lumpy. That's ignition advance you're looking at there. That's ignition advance in degrees. There's no engine lights on during this test. This is a required idle compensation screen, which is inactive all the way. Mentions cold start at the top, and then I've got inactive listed all the way down. So I've got to climb up, cold start, drop down, back up, cold start, and so on to this point here, 3 minutes in, drop down, and then there's nothing. The window for about the first 2 minutes is when we get the rough lumpy running. And that ends this session. Hope someone might be able to give me a few pointers. Thank you very much for your time.